This is the Unqualified Gurus podcast. My name is Emperor Kuzco. This is my peasant Pacha. Welcome to episode number 3. All right, Oscar. So what's up with us today?
First of all, I'd like for everybody to know I'm not a peasant.
Oh, you...
Yeah, no.
You gotta give me that though, because
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot we're dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. I know it was really hard to miss, but it's spooky season.
It's Halloween. It's coming.
Yeah, it's so close.
He had a brilliant idea. He said, "Hey, you look like Cusco," and I was like, "We got to do it." Well, he said we got to do it, and I said we got to do it.
No, I thought it was a brilliant idea, and our budget to make our costumes was zero.
It was on point. And speaking of our costumes, shout out to my mother for helping me make this thing. And you want to give a shout out
to my moms.
There you go, for making
We have very, very creative parents.
Of course, so we got it working. So what's up with you, man? How's this week?
It was actually great. I actually dragged you to a concert.
You did? You went to go see who?
Well, he's a very polarizing character. His name is Johnny Craig, voice of an angel. Yeah. And I like a good comeback story, and he's been through a lot, he's still on top.
Yeah, no, I saw that. What was the name of the band that is quite famous? Played before him.
Band. So it's they're hands down like the best local band. They call Mirror Lake.
Mirror Lake.
Yeah, shout out to Houston's own.
Dude, I really like that dude's bass guitar, the green one.
Oh yeah, it was freaking sick.
I don't know, there's just something about it. The colors was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, they played great. I didn't know anybody. I never seen the band, Johnny Craig, nor the other people that played before him. But thank you for inviting me over. This was what, Friday?
Yeah.
Last Friday, I think.
No.
No.
It was on.
It was one of those days,
So I remember what I said, a goldfish memory. Like all I know is we went.
We went. That's all we know, and it was within the last week.
Yeah, it was so cool. I've seen them many times. It was the first time I actually got a picture with them.
Oh yeah, cool. You're right. You did. Yeah. You get a picture.
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you for joining me.
I had a great time too.
Yeah, I know. It sucks going to shows whenever you don't know the music, but when the music is good, I mean.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
At least anybody can enjoy that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like Netflix has been hitting it out the freaking park with these new originals.
Oh yeah. They come up with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, like, have you heard of Squid Game?
I've heard about it everywhere. I think my parents actually watched it. Oh. I didn't, because my mom was telling me about it.
Yeah. And, well, it's because at this past week, it's just like, okay, I think it's been out for almost 2 weeks.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh well, by the time y'all watch it, I watched it like the first day it went on.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my god, everybody needs to see this. So I was telling everybody, and everybody was like, what? And now we're seeing it everywhere. I'm like, of course it's Netflix. It was gonna get it's right. Just dudes, I'm just being the hipster. But it was so amazing when I saw it, and I had no one to talk about it with. And now everybody online is going crazy about it.
And it's unfortunate because I'm your podcast co-host, and I haven't even seen it.
Yeah,
what a shame.
Yeah, no, but like for all the weebs out there, it's like literally like watching a live action anime that doesn't suck. Yeah, because they made live actions of like
oh yeah, they have,
and they're all freaking terrible.
We're looking at you, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that was fucking terrible.
My heart hurt.
Yeah, because that's really like the only anime you're actually really into, right?
I think so. I mean, I didn't even used to know it was called an anime. I just watched it growing up.
Las caricaturas.
Yeah, las caricaturas in Mexico. So. Yeah.
Oh my god! Like I'm like everybody like gets hung up on like the new songs that are at like the endings of animes because some of them are freaking bangers.
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball Z's intro in Spanish is freaking amazing, and everybody needs to look that shit up because it's amazing.
Even the Dragon Ball GT, which was not canon, it still had a really cool intro song.
I think I watched it in Spanish too, and I don't remember it.
You don't remember it? Okay,
no,
I have it. I should play it to you sometime so you can see it. But you're right. They did have some.
Yeah, it was
songs.
freaking amazing.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I noticed that you had some nice decorations.
Oh yeah. I went all out.
You went all out, man. You are in the theme.
Yeah, I know. For a show that doesn't really have an expensive budget, you can see how expensive these decorations are.
I mean, dude, it's all about creativity, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be dollars hanging all
Yeah, I
over the
know.
room
So
either.
normally it's squad goals, but we're squad ghouls.
Ghouls.
Yeah,
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a pumpkin to light up, and this was the only one was left. It was stepped on, so nobody was gonna buy it.
I saw that. It was the blue pumpkin.
Yeah.
So for those watching, the blue pumpkin, PSA for kids with autism. So if you are out there giving candy or something, you see a kid with a blue pumpkin, they're basically letting you know that there's a kid with autism. So if you're gonna be playful and stuff like that, be mindful of the blue pumpkin.
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
Good thing you got it. We got
Yeah,
incorporate it in here. Yeah, for sure.
I had seen like a post going around about it, so I was like, it'd be nice to let everybody know. And
for sure.
not only that, I'm telling you, like it was stepped on. Like I cut out the shape. I put a light in there,
Okay.
but the light in there sucks. So you guys can't even tell. So I wasted my time, but
but
was,
you're good.
Yeah, it was stepped on, so nobody was gonna buy it.
Yeah, and we were able to talk about the blue pumpkin.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm not off my Netflix thing.
Oh, you're not done.
No. So there was another one called Midnight Mass.
My dad was like, hey, like midnight mass, and we're like, what do you mean? Like you want to go to church? And we're like, at midnight? He's like, midnight mass, mass, and then eventually kick. I was like, oh, it's
no, it's actually pretty interesting. Okay, so anything supernatural, creepy that pops up, I'm a huge fan. I love slasher films. I love anything horror. So this episode in particular is really, really cool to me.
Okay, see, I really like the horror movies and such, but I haven't hit Netflix in a while.
Oh,
I've been off Netflix for a while.
Yeah, no, especially whenever you do sit down, they are so good at leaving freaking spoilers at the end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
So then you're freaking stuck, like wondering, like, oh my gosh, should I stay up this extra hour to know what happens?
No, you have to watch it all now at that point.
Yeah.
You have to, and that's happened to me. It's like I watch one,
and
it's like I might as well just watch.
And
the whole
this
thing.
one, the Midnight Mass, is really, really good. Obviously, we don't want to spoil it, but it's just it's another. It started off slow, but then it progressed really good, and I liked it. I thought it was cool.
So what's the highlight of it? Is it the story? Is it the action? What?
Well, it's not much action because I think everything's like a slower pace.
Okay.
But it's just a simple fact of because if I
a plot twist type thing, or
well, it's not a plot twist. It's just like whenever you watch movies, like you don't have to expect that they know everything we know.
Right.
So it's like they think that they're praising an angel, but in reality, it's something else.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's all I'll tell.
See, now I'm interested.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it was like that would happen here, we'd have ideas.
Right.
So like in the zombie movies and everything, they're never like, oh, that's a zombie. No,
right.
It's like they don't know what the fuck it is.
You're right.
Yeah. So that's
what was that movie? It was from Spain. There were also zombies, but at the end, it turned out to be demons.
God, I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that.
Yeah, well. Maybe I'll put the name.
Yeah. If you remember it, just add it to the bottom.
It was a Spaniard movie though.
Yeah.
So it had to be dubbed in English. I think
okay. Yeah. No.
But
I don't think I saw that one.
But speaking of zombies, they weren't zombies. It was demons.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. So I had interrupted you. You were gonna.
Oh yeah. No. I mean, I didn't know you hadn't finished. I had to move very stiff because I don't want to drop my my hat. But
sure.
We have a what every day.
It's a beer time. Beer o'clock.
So today, what do we got, Oscar? Today we got the Oktoberfest, 6% alcohol. This should be here local from the U.S.
Well, it's a real ale brewing.
There you go, in Texas, Blanco, Texas. Here you go.
All right. Yeah, the bottle for this one looks really, really cool. I like the colors. Normally, like everything Oktoberfest is orange, so I'm digging this baby blue.
Baby blue.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
let's do
right.
this.
I'm gonna actually.
Oh!
It took I've been practicing
for all the haters.
For all those who watched the previous podcast, not go watch it. It took me like 2 minutes to open one, but to be fair, he didn't tell me that. Anyways, sure. Yeah, the point is, I'm able to do it now. Cheers. Let's see what this is. Oktoberfest again.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
we have not hit any duds. Like
we haven't yet so far.
Everything we've had is amazing.
It's pretty good. I'm already evaluating, trying to fit it in our score system.
So I'm trying to figure out what this is. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's good.
It's good. Yeah.
I don't think it's better than the other two, to be honest, but but it's really really good.
So what would you rate it?
I give it a 4.
I give it a 4. Okay.
Yeah, it's because like honestly, like they're coming up really high. It's just because we haven't gotten anything nasty yet.
Yeah, this is true. Well, so I wanted to move some of my ratings around.
Okay.
Because I had Oso Bueno at 4, and then I had Le Foie. Halefi. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I had it at 4.5, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna change. I'm gonna put Oso Bueno on a 3. So to be in the middle. No, to be in the middle, right? It's like right in the middle. And then Le Foie, it's 3.5.
All right.
No, Le Foie is a 4, and this is 3.5. So I'm gonna put it in between.
Okay,
the two.
I see that. That's fair.
I can put that in between.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's not bad. It'd be good on the warm day too.
Yeah, I can agree to that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out.
Yeah, shout out
Oktoberfest.
All right, so that's really good. All right, so I have something really really funny to tell you before we advance anywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you want to tell me?
So let me see. Let me show you.
Go ahead.
All right. You do us a favor and can you read that for the people?
Do I read the name or just the message?
No, just go to the message.
All right. Oh, shoot, my hat. Hello, greetings from the light. Oh, the Illuminati invites you to be a member of the Illuminati today to help your family and loved ones and receive $500,000 US as a welcome cash and become rich, receiving $200,000 as your monthly pay, benefits, and also be given a new house. He didn't spell that right. And car of choice. If so, reply me by yes, so I can tell you the steps and procedures.
Okay, so
did you reply yes?
No, I haven't replied. I mean, I think I should.
You should. It's $700,000.
But, you know,
don't you see that we need to improve equipment?
But should I have to sell my soul to join the Illuminati for that? You know.
Well, but you have to read the terms.
Oh, you're right.
The little letter, because
you're gonna go there, be my lawyer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read them and be like, does it say to sell your soul?
But
he has a lot of followers.
Well, okay, yeah, that's not bad, but I don't think that's Illuminati level.
That's 2,000 people that have $700,000. You know, it's just,
I think that's like the 200,000 was monthly, wasn't it?
Yeah, the monthly. But you know, I'm just measuring the first month. Like you can quit after the first month.
Yo, you know, I don't even have to do this podcast anymore after receiving that message.
You're gonna leave me here by myself.
Yeah.
After I dress up like this, I look like a quinceañera.
I know, I love it.
Oh, I love it. But it's Kuzco, the emperor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So what do I press now?
Just click right there.
What about the?
What do you want to do now?
Well, I mean, you just. Oh, okay. So we can just continue.
Yeah. Just.
All right. So staying in the same Halloween theme, I have some stuff to present to you.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh, you want to keep recording? Oh, okay. Well, we keep recording. Let's go.
Okay. So you know.
But I'm gonna have to pause you for a moment because I have a gift for you. Remember?
Oh shit!
So we have a little challenge every now and then the loser has to buy the other one a gift. Now, the wrapping of this gift has a story. You see, I ordered it from Amazon, but I've never seen Amazon ship something in such a pimp box. So I decided not to wrap it in anything and just leave it as is.
Has Amazon wrapping?
So there's the Cinderella, an Amazon original movie with Camila Cabello. I figured that was the best wrapping you could possibly have.
So amazing. Yeah, I like the colors. Is it a glass slipper?
I don't know yet. You're gonna have to look inside, but you might need a something to cut this because I put some tape on it. I did open it to make sure it was the actual thing. Do you have a knife?
It's okay. I got a knife. This is just
dude.
You got your batarang. I got this thing to protect me.
Don't. If I piss you off, let me know before.
Oh no, I won't let you know.
This is how Kuzco dies on camera.
Yeah, right. You're not gonna get my hill.
It's another box.
Oh jeez, so you lied to me.
I didn't lie.
You didn't? Oh, I thought you were the one who wrapped that.
No, I didn't wrap that either.
All right,
I'm gonna drop that cool box over there.
This thing is really really cool. I don't know.
Yeah, the box looks cool. I thought of keeping it.
Oh, okay.
I saw that smile.
Yeah, it's just for my weaves, you know.
For my weaves.
That's so cool. I actually have the Kurama one up there.
I was like, hopefully he doesn't have this Pop-Tart.
Yeah, no, I do not have the Kakashi one. That's so cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. I knew you were gonna like that one.
Yeah, damn, you stepped it up.
I don't know if you saw, but he just tossed it like it was nothing.
It landed on clothes.
Okay, you're good.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay,
let's move on. You were gonna show me something.
So back to the Halloween theme, you know.
Okay.
So you know, like there's evil villains, there's evil monsters, there's evil everything.
Evil people.
Well, yeah. So we have real life.
But I changed.
Yeah,
I was a bad emperor.
Now you're.
I'm a good emperor.
Yeah, after becoming the llama.
Well, I met you, dude, and it changed my life.
Yeah, exactly.
For
the better.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Set up the recording.
Yeah, it's recording. Just
okay. Oh, it already is.
Yeah.
So like there's monsters for everything. We got real life monsters.
Okay.
And one of the biggest one is Jeff Bezos.
Bezos.
Yeah.
But his last name means kisses. Why would? Okay, let's watch this.
Okay. So let me preface this. All right. Look what money does to people. Can you imagine looking
but he looks so happy. That's before he had money, right?
Yeah, well, that's
before he had that much money.
Yeah, that much money.
All right.
Like literally, this is like a happy-go-lucky dude.
Yeah.
Like you see him at the office, and you're like, "Hey, man, how's it going, Jeff?"
There you go. Jeff is the perfect name.
Exactly. So throughout the progression, the more wealth he got, like. It's like the spaces between the ha's and his laugh extended.
Okay.
And that eventually leads to your supervillain laugh. Oh. Yeah, so let's watch the progression.
Let's see. Oh, he wasn't laughing there.
Look tiny.
see, so that's okay, right? It's like
I mean, it's all right. It's like a nerdy office guy.
Yeah, it's like a normal laugh.
I think I've laughed like that before at some point.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all have. You know,
Yeah.
so it's not to make fun of old Jeff's laugh.
No.
New Jeff.
We're making
right?
new Jeff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's contagious.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the music. That's all.
That's really good. That's supposed to be bad fun. And then disclosure.
Oh, the face. Yeah. Especially wearing that. He got buffed.
Yeah, exactly what I'm telling you.
Like a Vin Diesel clone.
Yeah. So it's like the space between the ha's extend, So you're an emperor? Like
I am an emperor.
So you have
but I'm
money?
a good emperor. I laugh like this.
It's like it has to be quicker because
oh, you're right.
Yeah. Because the more money you got, the more space between the ha's. So he's
right.
like, ha 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 ha.
I mean, we'll see where he laughs in 10 years from now.
Oh shit! It's just gonna be like ha ha.
It's just gonna be one ha, and that's it.
It sucks because I know my laugh I have like pauses in them.
You do have pauses,
but I'm not wealthy. Oh, the Illuminati.
Ooh. Maybe they're somehow like manipulating you to get the laugh before you start getting the money.
Or maybe since I got that message, my life's already changed and I haven't even noticed.
You haven't even noticed. It's the power of the Illuminati, dude.
Yeah, the light.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah, it is really crazy to see like how the change in like his laugh just came from money.
Yeah.
All right. So I was talking to another one of our cousins.
Okay.
Josie.
Okay.
It's the same thing, it's a Halloween, it's black metal music time.
Oh, yeah.
It's everything. So I wanted to test you and see if you could read these. Okay.
Oh shit! What are these? Tell me what are these?
These are band names.
Okay.
And we're gonna start off with the easier ones on the list. So hit me.
That's the easiest one on the list.
That's one of the easier ones.
Oh my.
What do you think that one says? Yeah, and I'm not on my phone. I'm not that rude. I'm pulling up the name just so I don't mess them up.
You don't even know the names yourself.
Well, some of them get really, really complicated.
Man, that is complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that looks like an O.
Yeah, this one's not too bad.
So O. See.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I knew I should have practiced more cursive. Odo? That's not even a word, though.
No.
Osiado?
Oh, that's not too far off.
Osiadao?
No.
Osiadao. Give me a hint.
You're close. It's like...
Osiadao.
Oh, no. So it's just...
Osid.
All right, so that's a C.
Okay.
Yeah. That's an E.
Osiado? Osiad...
So this thing right here is an N somehow.
Osiadno.
Oceano.
Oceano. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not a D. That looked like a D right there.
Yeah, no, it's just another.
Oceano.
Okay, you gotta.
Also, see, but they mixed the language. It was like ocean and then Oceano. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Oceano. Damn, you should be embarrassed. That's the
You
Spanish.
didn't tell me what's in Spanish. Illuminati.
This one's really
No.
easy. I think
Okay.
this one might be easier.
Infort.
No. I see how you can see that.
I see how it's infort. Okay.
This
The
is
other
for
one
all,
is-
This is for all my pro-choice people.
Infort.
No.
Oh, I know, but I need to see what the other word is. And that's an upside down T. I don't know if it's to be used as a T.
Yeah.
And it's just part of
think so.
okay. And Niator?
You're so close.
Annihilator?
Annihilator.
Annihilator.
Yeah.
Infant.
Yeah.
Annihilator. Ah.
Yeah.
But it looked more like infart.
Yeah. It does. Okay.
All right.
This one's another easier one.
Okay. Cattle.
Yeah.
Oh, it is cattle.
Yeah.
Cattle decapitator.
Decapitation, I think.
Decapitation. Oh, yeah, capitation.
Yeah. I think that's one of Josie's favorite ones he said.
Cattle decapitation. The
All right,
vegans are going to go after
here
it.
we
Oh,
go.
that looks like a pig. That's pretty creepy. Ninja?
No.
How's that ninja?
That's an M.
Major?
No.
That's Ja? No, that's Oe. Moa?
No. The first word is mental.
Mental. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I can decipher the rest with that.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay, so the first one's a C.
Mental.
Crew.
Crew?
Yeah.
Mental crew? That's it?
No, keep
Oh,
going.
mental crew. So crew will be the left part of the
Yeah.
pig-looking face? I don't even know if it's a pig. Mental crew.
You can just guess and hope to be right.
Ozelot.
No.
Mental crew. That looks like a fist here too on the right.
You give up?
I think I'm gonna have to give up.
Mental cruelty.
Oh, I thought it was like a separate word.
No.
You led me astray.
I did. I'm
Infart.
sorry.
Oh, what the hell? This is just a moth.
Yeah, this one's not too bad.
I mean, I don't even see letters in this. Affine?
No. So the first one's really easy. It says signs.
Where? But I don't even see letters in this thing.
SIGNS.
Oh, see, I was looking at the center. Sign. I see a affine somewhere in the middle. Something fine. I don't know, but I don't even see letters in this figure.
Yeah.
Is that good? I suppose.
I think honestly, as a marketing perspective, this is freaking terrible. But that logo looks cool.
The logo looks cool. I mean, if you can recognize the logo, that's good enough,
Yeah.
right? But if you want people to know your name,
Yeah.
well, certainly I couldn't do it.
That's an S. That's a WAR. So it's signs of swarms. Yeah. So
Signs
that's
of
why it's a B.
Swarm. Well, they try really hard to mix the two. I mean, it's pretty dope. Hi, this is Daniel from the future. I mean, technically speaking, it's still the same Daniel, except that now I'm recording from the future. I mean, it is a recording, so technically speaking for you, this is still in the past, but like for me, it's in the future. Like, okay, so like right now for you, this is the present, right? But like for me right now, when I'm recording this, not when you're watching this, but when I'm recording this is the future from the past. I took the liberty to interrupt the podcast to wish my cousin Oscar happy birthday, okay? Yes, I forgot your birthday during the podcast, and yes, last time you wished me a happy birthday and even got me a cupcake. I forgot, I'm sorry, but I was busy in my role of Kuzco, and to be fair, I didn't know when Pacha's birthday is, so I couldn't know that. However, I just wanted to say, happy birthday, my cousin. It's been another year together. You're so fortunate to have me.
All right, Danny. Now it's time for our bread and butter, man. Like the main course. We're gonna hit these urban legends hard.
Let's do it, man.
All right, man.
What you got for me? Or what you
Okay.
got for them, not for me. And for me.
Okay, so I'll go first, I guess.
Yeah, you go first.
All right, so I'm gonna let y'all know, like straight up, mine are very regional urban legends. Like they're all around the United States.
Perfect. We have some balance. Mine most are family.
Okay.
Passed on stories. So.
Well, that's really cool. We're gonna get really personal with Danny.
Of course, we're gonna get personal. You're gonna know my freaky family experiences.
Yeah.
So let's go.
All right, let's do this. Okay. So we start at the rural abandoned town in Connecticut called Dooleytown.
Dooleytown.
Is it Doodleytown?
Doodley.
It has a D. I don't know. Whatever. Doodleytown. Yeah. So it says that it's said that the locals call it a dark void. Yeah, so make what you will out of that. And you have
a cool names, Dark Void.
Yeah, no, that sounds really, really cool.
Yeah, like don't go to the Dark Void.
I would definitely stay away from the Dark Void. Or, like
you can name a rock band.
If someone dares me, I would definitely go.
I mean, is there such a thing as non-dark void? It's a void, right? Shouldn't it be dark by kind of default? But it sounds more catchy with dark. So we'll
it does. It really does. Yeah, and it's it's like your average urban legend. So they tell you if you go there and you steal something, you're gonna be haunted or cursed
for life, or for like a 2-year period. Or, I mean, maybe it's worth it. You can make a traded cost.
It's like whenever you walk under the stairs. It's like 7 years of bad luck.
It's like, damn it.
Yo, whoever came up with that, 7 years is a long time.
Just
like,
for
come
stairs?
On, man.
I mean, maybe there's some kind of special stairs.
Yeah,
or something.
and it's rumored that people like have seen like orbs of light. They've seen like black shadows. Like like whenever you like turn and you just see something like walk by. Or run by, I mean.
So when you say orbs of light, is that similar to like when you take a picture and then there's this little circle?
Little specks of dust.
Yeah. Specks of dust.
I think that could just be because people aren't cleaning their sensors.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and they said that they hear disembodied voices, so that's like the creepier part. Yeah.
I think if I heard that, I would leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And to make things even worse, there's a mysterious group that calls themselves the Dark Forest Association, and they patrol the grounds.
Maybe they're the ones who send you that message. The Illuminati.
Oh, I thought you were going to be all like, they're the ones who are like, hey, so we saw you take something. Here's your curse.
Oh, here's your curse. We need virtual curses. That never, what's
up with that? Viruses.
Well, but they affect your computer.
Yo, whenever we were young, like, do you remember, like, we would download everything off LimeWire? I mean, incriminating myself.
I don't remember downloading anything.
Yeah.
Not even paid stuff, which I paid a lot.
The computer scientists never got that Bill Clinton ad.
No, dude, this is...
Do you remember there was a file that whenever you were trying to download a song, I mean... Allegedly.
And then
it would just be like Bill Clinton be like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yeah, I remember I was like, all right, now it's time to jam to like some Linkin Park. And then you get that freaking ad.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, it got so bad, like after downloading music and stuff, that it was literal, like the virus was literally like roaches eating the screen.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was pretty
cool. I'm like, give me that virus.
I mean, it sucks for the computer, but that was freaking dope. I've never seen anything like that.
Best screensaver ever.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, there was nothing important on computers.
Yeah.
I suppose. So, I'm sorry for lighting up the mood. We're supposed to be ominous.
Oh, no. Make a serious face.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, dress as freaking Kuzco.
Hey, as a side note, shout out to all the people with long hair, because this is quite complicated.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he ran through the jungle.
I'm going to bring it back to my emo days.
To the emo days?
Yeah.
You had long hair, right?
Yeah. And it wasn't a phase. I still love that.
Yeah. Well, you cut your hair, so it's all right.
I got a real job.
That's what did it. Hey, be serious.
Oh, yeah.
We're in October.
Back.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
The Dark Force.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's just like these urban legends. It's just like of places,
Right.
And you could be cursed.
You could be cursed. Don't go to the Dark Void. Go to the Light Void.
The Light Void.
Okay, so here's mine. It's also a place. It's actually where our hometown is, in Belén del Refugio. So it's a little place, a little town in the middle of nowhere. Okay? I'm like... Literally, they just got cell phone line like 10 years ago. A little bit less than that.
I remember whenever we would go, like, you'd have to go to the top of a hill.
Yeah, just if you wanted to send a text, you're like, you got to climb all the way up there. You have to earn your texts to be able to send them.
Yeah, so if you got a text back during that time, you were important.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyhow, so there's a story that one of the hills, there's a river, across the river, there's a hill called the Cerro De La Cruz, right? Yeah. There's a big white cross on top of the hill. Anyways, It says that at some point of the year, they say that the week of Easter. I don't know why Easter. That's what I was told. I have no idea.
It's when you add like religion, it just makes it creepier.
I suppose maybe the person stuck in there was very devoted. I don't know. But the point here is that there's a cave, right? And this cave has a mysterious door that only opens on that week of the year. And basically, you know, people wander around, walking around the forest or the hills, and then they see the cave, and it's like, hey, dude, let's go in there. You know, that's what a normal person would do, right?
Yeah, of course.
You see a cave, you go in and explore. So, you know, they go in.
Not me, I'm claustrophobic.
Well, there you go. He's safe. Anyways, so, you know, they would go inside this cave, and then eventually inside the cave, they see like a treasure. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, shit, we're rich. But then a voice would come up and say, hey, that treasure is yours if you can get it out of this cave within 1 hour. If you can't get it out within 1 hour, you're going to get stuck here for life and die.
Okay, how much do you think it is that you can't do it in an hour? Or do they hike in a lot?
Well, I mean, the idea is that no one has come out, which then it makes me wonder how they know the story.
That's always how it goes. It's all like, and no one ever heard anything from them ever again.
Well, I think supposedly you could reject. You could say, no, I don't want the money, and just leave. Right, at that point you're fine. But if you accept, or you take a coin or something like that, that's it. You're accepted. That's the truth.
That goes back to, it's probably like a challenge in the Squid Game show.
Probably so. Except everybody dies. Okay. Anyhow, so yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That you can get this treasure. And I guess be immensely rich.
So what you're saying is that next time we go, we gotta go get this treasure.
Next time we go to the hometown, we have to go search that treasure. Yeah. We have to go in Easter though.
What's that, in March?
Yeah, I think around March.
Whatever. I have a real job. I can take off 10 whenever
I want. There you
go.
We can say it's for podcasting activities.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have a podcast from the inside. Interview the voice.
Interview the voice. So we're not here for the money, but we're here for the likes. Yeah,
how many lives have you taken?
I've never had that kind of exposure before. Yeah. It's like, come check us out at the Hill of the Cross.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's it. That's the end of the story. I don't know who's managed to survive that.
I thought that there was more than one treasure.
Like, dude! How do you know this?
Because I've heard, like,
because he's Pacha, he's on the hills.
I am on the hills.
Yeah,
I could see people digging.
You can see the people there getting stuck. Like, another one. Yeah. So there is another treasure actually. Yeah. But this is not like scary stuff. It's supposed to be this rich guy. I forgot the name of the guy who had a lot of money, was being persecuted, and he hid his money in a hill.
So it's basically like the movie Holes.
Kind of.
Like the little girl is like, I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. He's like, well, that's too damn bad.
Keep on digging. We got a treasure to find. Yeah. But there's another hill, right? Yeah. Called Cerro del Gallo, I believe that's the name. And basically people have been going there for over a decade.
And no one's found anything?
No one's found anything.
Yo, what if someone found something and they just never said anything?
Well, see, I mean, that's
and
a
now everybody else is digging like morons.
That would be funny, right? But the idea is that there's this truth. Everyone has agreed to it. It's whoever finds it, you're going to share among every person that has dug a little bit, right? Now, me and my dad, we went for 2 days. So we're entitled to a 2-day cut of the treasure. But it's funny, we did go.
I'm never going. I need to go next time so I can get a cut.
We did go, and it's like they literally just made a hole on the hill. Yeah. Like it's just made out of rock, and they're like making holes with shovels and like drills and like non-minor equipment. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like they're playing Minecraft, but in real life and with the hand.
I'm gonna go out with my wooden shovel.
Yeah, that's probably better. But yeah, they haven't found anything, and as far as I'm concerned, people still go and dig.
You know, I mean, like I'm saying, like whether just someone just found it and they were like, "Fuck everybody."
I remember now a little bit. I just had a memory of this. Supposedly, someone has dreams of the person that hid the money. I remember now. And that
was he wearing a green poncho?
No, it was not. It was a woman.
Oh,
it's a woman. No, I'm Kuzco. It's a woman that supposedly had a dream, and in that dream, this guy appeared to her and said,
"Was a guy."
Yeah, well, the guy who hid the money, it's a guy. It's a known guy. I forgot the name, but supposedly was like, hey, you know, he appeared to her in the dream and said, "Here's the map."
Yeah. To
find the treasure within the hill. You just have to dig.
So she woke up and she forgot her dreams like me?
So she woke up and told all the guys, y'all need to go dig. And that's it. So she has a bunch of dudes digging for over a decade. That's kind of how
For
it
over a
goes.
decade.
It's been over a decade.
That's the grandpa from freaking Holes.
Because this was before I came to the U.S. And
Yeah.
I've been in the U.S. for more than 15 years, so it's almost 2 decades at this point. People be digging in a hill.
Damn, no luck.
And I'm entitled to 2 days.
2 days.
2 days of work. I didn't do nothing. I just watched, but still, I was there.
All right, Danny, let's go travel some more. I'm gonna take you to the state of Pennsylvania. Yeah, where it says that it's supposed to be beautiful and scenic.
Yeah,
but
it's supposed
spooky
to be.
too.
Spooky.
Yeah,
The name is spooky. It's sounds like Transylvania. Dracula.
Vampires.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, that's this where it says where you can find the 7 gates of hell.
The 7 gates of hell.
Why? Well, I guess it's hell. It should be protected by 7 gates.
7
Yeah,
gates.
because I was a bit like, what the fuck? Why is there 7 gates?
I mean, I'm just like, why are there 7 gates to go to hell?
why are people trying to get in?
Why are they trying to get in? Like,
yeah, well, I mean, I'm guessing that there was only like 2, like too many people were trying to break in.
to hell?
Yeah.
Like a shortcut to get there quick?
Oh, it could be after the whole Dante's Inferno mishap.
Oh,
Yeah.
they all try to go in there and bring out their
Don't you remember? Because
the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he goes to save his wife, right?
See, so if he managed to get in,
So then people can go in and save their loved ones.
alive people can go save it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Alive people.
But how? Why did she end up in hell?
Oh, because I think, well, I played the game. Well, I saw, they actually made a like
Well, I
a
know it's a
animated,
book, right?
Yeah, well, it's a book, and then they made a game, and then they made an animated
Movie
about it. But I think it had something to do with they made a promise to each other, and he did not fulfill that promise, so she got caught in the breaking of the promise. And there was a guy who Dante did wrong to, and that guy went and killed his wife.
Wow.
And the soul of the wife, because she was now in a broken promise type of thing,
That's all it took.
the devil took the soul.
I
think it had something to do with marriage.
I thought it was like, back in the day, it's just like some random dude's like, she's a witch, and everybody's like, oh my god, she's a witch.
No, I think it had to do with marriage. I think he was going to the war. According to the animated film,
Yeah.
I think he was going to war. And they said, let's do it before I go to war. And they're like, no, let's get married. And he's like, there's no time to get married. But I promise you, when I come back, we'll get married. So they do a promise. But as he's over in the war, he does a whole bunch of stuff. And that's where the whole 7 the floors of hell that he goes through.
Yeah, to get her soul back.
Right, so someone killed her. And because she had been in this broken promise, the devil took her soul.
Okay.
Something that was in the animated film. I don't know about the book.
Now if you ever try to get a loved one back from hell,
Go to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you can if you find the 7 gates.
That's true.
Yeah.
You have to find the gates.
So you must be wondering so what's the
what's the story? Where do the 7 gates come from? You're right.
So it all surrounds a burnt down asylum in like the wooded areas.
Okay.
So apparently in the I always mess up every time. 1900s. Oh, I was right.
1900, the 20th century. It's because that's why it's weird.
Well, it was the 1900s. I don't know what the hell that is. It is the 20th
It's the
century.
20th century,
Yeah. Apparently the asylum caught fire, and because it's so remote, the firefighters couldn't get there in time, so a bunch of people died. And then the ones that managed to escape, it was back in the day, so they ended up just killing everybody or like beating them to death. It's very brutal. Yeah. So you might be like, well, what does that have to do with the 7 gates? Well, so it says that either somebody like set them up as traps to basically send these poor people who just needed mental help,
like
to hell.
The asylum escapees after the fire. Okay,
which is like fucked up.
I mean, I know.
Yeah, can you imagine having the disorder and ending up in hell? Yeah, and so there's 2 versions of the story. The other one's that I think it's like a physician, he lived in the woods and he just set up these gates in the middle of the freaking woods. But the consensus of both stories is that it ends up in hell. Yeah, and apparently you can only see 2 of the gates during the day and the rest during the night.
What if you just go see and enter one? Can you just go home? I just wanted to try.
Yeah. Well, I know people go visit this place a lot. It's pretty well known.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
it's not like you went into one gate, now you're stuck.
Yeah.
You have to.
So if you ever go to Pennsylvania, you might end up in hell.
Don't go to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh, my turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm gonna go with family story. This is supposed to happen to an uncle of mine. So an uncle of mine, sorry, hairs. Fake hairs. An uncle of mine was going from Aguascalientes to Teocaltiche. Teocaltiche is a province that is nearby our hometown, Belén del Refugio. It's about a 1 hour drive. And as you drive there's a bunch of towns that connect to the main road. And so sometimes, and so there's a bus that goes back and forth throughout the day from morning to night. So my uncle got the last bus, and it was an empty bus. There was absolutely
from Aguascalientes
to Teocaltiche, right? There was absolutely no one in the bus except the driver and him. So he's like, all right, cool, I'll just talk to the driver as we got there. So they were just chilling. And so people who sometimes wants to get the bus doesn't go into the town. People have to walk to the main road, and then you just kind of go like, hey, and then people just hop in.
Bus stops and stuff.
So it's already late at night. There's no light outside. And they see a guy standing on the side of the road. So the bus driver just stops and says, gotta let this person get on the bus. So it's a guy with like a leather jacket. He comes in. He says, I'm going to Belén del Refugio, which is our hometown, right? And so then they're like, all right, just hop in, and I'm gonna drop you off on the side of the road as well, so you have to walk into town. He's like, that's fine. So he goes all the way to the back of the bus, and that's it. They don't hear of him at all, anything like that. So as they get closer to the town, they shout to the guy in the back. It's like, hey, we have arrived, so come on forward and get out. And there's no response. So then my uncle, who's obviously not the driver, he's like, well, let me go see. Maybe the guy fell asleep or something. He was late. So he goes and he starts walking back. And as he walks back, he goes all the way to the end of the bus, and there was no one. Not a single person. So my uncle goes back to the front, and he's all freaked out. He's like, there's no one. And he's like, what do you mean there's no one? And then the driver responds, like, what do you mean there's no one? It's like no one's here. It's like, did he like jump out the window? It's like, how are you gonna jump out the window? And then the bus is driving, and we would have heard it. And it's like, there's no one. And then they freaked out, and then just like keep driving, and they just took off.
Oh shit!
They never saw the guy.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of stories like that. It's like of random people picking up ghosts.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's the recipe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it automatically makes that road creepier.
It makes it creepy because, I mean, you also feel like you connected with someone that you just saw, and then they're not there no more. Yeah. It's like, who the hell did you connect to?
I know that there's like a really, really like sharp curve where a bunch of people have died on that road.
Oh, yeah.
So, who knows?
Yeah, the sharp road. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Now that thing is really, really bad.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, you can see the turn from far away, but yeah. I know. I just memorized it. I mean, not memorized it, pictured it.
Okay.
There you go.
You ready to go somewhere else in the U.S.?
Let's go.
All right.
Where are you taking me?
For this, we go all the way to Alaska. Okay. So, everybody knows about the Bermuda Triangle, but not many people know about the Alaskan Triangle.
The Alaskan Triangle?
Yeah, exactly.
So you lose, like, planes and stuff, or what?
I think everything gets eaten by the grizzlies.
The grizzlies?
No. So, all right. So, like, it's called the Alaskan Triangle. So, it says on average, it says 5 out of every 1,000 people go missing in Alaska.
5 out of every 1,000.
Yeah, and this was reported by the LA Times. That's a lot of people.
It is quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
5 out of 1,000. So we shouldn't go to Alaska then? Or at least not the Triangle?
I mean, the percentage is really, really low. And, we don't take your pet gorilla. They'll fuck them up.
Yeah, you can't take your gorilla. If you know what you were talking about, go check out episode 2.
Yeah, exactly. So, you might be asking, like, what could cause this, Well, to be fair, there's, like, thousands and thousands of acres. And, I think they said, like, there's, like, a bear per acre. So, it could be a lot of things. It could just be bad luck. You go hiking.
Penguins?
There's no penguins in Alaska.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
South Pole. Yeah.
Now, there's a song called "There's No Penguins in Alaska" for all my rockers out there. It's by those. Yeah. So there's tribes there because there's Native people who have been there for longer than America. So they say that it's an evil spirit called the Kushtaka, and they're apparently shapeshifters, and they're half man, half otter.
Wait, like they have the.
I don't know what part is the other part.
Okay.
It could be like the face of a man on an
otter body. I mean,
or backwards.
Backward. I mean, which one would be worse?
I think if it had like the lower body of a human, I think that would be worse.
Just the head of an otter.
Yeah.
I suppose
that sounds freaking terrible.
Can you imagine a freaking otter punching you?
Yeah. So yeah,
makes sense.
So that's what they think is. I think it imitates like people crying or people like asking for help.
Sounds like the sirens.
Yeah, it literally does. Like everything, like half human, half animal.
What's with the halfies?
I don't know. That sounds racist. Yeah, but it's just like everything that's mixed with a human might try to eat you. Yeah.
Don't mix with other things that are non-human, so we don't get half otter, half human things.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's another story. So this is a story from my grandpa's grandpa. Is that old, right? So, you know, it's a story my grandpa used to just talk about.
Grandpa's grandpa. Is that 4 generations?
Yeah, 4 generations ago. So my grandpa's grandpa, he was a ladies' man, you know, kind of like me.
So it sounds to me like he took our course. From
He took the course. He invented the course.
Oh,
this is 4 generations ago.
Yeah, that's right. We probably learned.
He invented the horoscope, man. So he had this reputation of being a ladies' man. He drank a lot, and as you might know, in a lot of towns, maybe even here in the U.S., I would think a lot of towns in Mexico, they have like the yearly festival.
Yeah.
So they had the festival, and you know, a lot of people. My grandpa's grandpa owned a ranch, so they lived in a ranch which was outside of the town.
Yeah.
So at the end of the festival, you know, he was a little bit drunk, so he was on his horse going to the ranch back home.
Sounds so cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
you know?
I wish we could leave a festival on a freaking horse.
On,
How
horse.
cool
On your horse
exactly.
too. Can you imagine that? To your own ranch.
Yeah.
So anyways, as the ladies' man that he is, he said that he saw a beautiful woman just there on the road. And I'm not sure exactly what was the exchange of the dialogue that has been.
I know what it was.
You do?
Yeah,
Can you help me out?
He flooded her with compliments and told her that he loved her.
That's why she got on the horse. That makes absolutely
exactly. And since since he invented the horoscopes, he's like, did you know that Mercury's in retrograde?
Well, he convinced her, and she got on the horse with him.
Damn,
and so he starts to go on his horse with this beautiful woman on the back of the horse, and then suddenly he turns around and he sees the woman, but now she has the face of a pig.
Oh no.
And so he gets like freaked out, and he turns around and he's trying to hold himself, and then he turns back again.
Yeah.
And she was gone.
Oh shit.
The woman pig was gone.
But was it just like he was so drunk he picked up a pig?
Hey, you have to admit it, man. If he picked up a pig and managed to go like that on his shoulders, he must have been a good horse rider.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something. But anyway, so the rest.
Or maybe he was that charming. He got the pig. Yeah,
I suppose. Yeah. But the end of the story is that he got home and freaked out, and he told the people.
Yeah, well, I mean, rightfully so.
He's like, I picked up a pig.
Yeah.
Now, did that change his behavior towards life? I have no idea.
You know. Well, I mean, at some point he had to settle down and have you all. So.
How do you know we weren't already up there?
Because how old are you? All right.
What if I'm an urban legend?
You are?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Kuzco. I think it's just.
Who would dress up like that naturally?
Yeah, you're right.
And agree to it. Now go ahead.
Yeah. So we're gonna come back home to Texas. All right. So this urban legend is called the Candy Lady.
The Candy Lady.
Yeah. So it's basically
sounds pretty sweet.
Dope.
My grandpa would like her.
So it goes, in the early 1900s, children in a rural town in Texas started going missing, and they blamed it on the local candy lady. So, like the story says that, they that she would go around leaving candy like in the windows of kids and stuff, and then eventually, like she started leaving notes promising them more candy.
Okay.
And that's how she would lure them away. Yeah, so, basically like Hansel and Gretel.
So pretty much.
She could have been a witch.
Did she have a house made out of candy?
No, I didn't say any of that.
She
was probably in Texas.
She wasn't that advanced, I suppose.
Yeah, no. So it says, she was caught because a farmer eventually found the body of a kid, and like he found like notes in his pockets and candy and shit. So it says that, eventually they speculated that the candy lady, it was her, and they blamed her. Yeah, and apparently it's based like on a real story. I think it says her name is Clara Crane.
Clara Crane.
Yeah, so if you want more information about that, I can look it up.
Look it up, Clara Crane. Watch out with the candy on the doors. And
yeah, exactly.
And
just don't be lured by candy.
Don't be lured by candy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna be lured,
candy. What would it be?
Yeah.
They're gonna leave like 6 packs, like
6 packs. They now know how to get you.
No, as long as it's Santos.
You're gonna open the door and you see a 6-pack on the driver and be like, "Damn." Yeah. And then that's it. That's pretty good.
I'm just like, yeah, it's my time to go.
Yeah. So another family story. This happened to my grandma. So there's more witnesses.
Okay.
All right. So.
Well, don't get me wrong. You know, I believe the pig story.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying is more like there's people that are alive that I can talk to and say, hey,
okay, yeah,
tell me more about this story. And they're like, oh, yeah, this is what happened.
So the recollection's a lot fresher, too.
Yeah. So basically, my grandpa, and even our grandpa from our common family side, but from my mom's side, he's always been into having his own business and stuff. Yeah. So he had a store. Mm-hmm. And so he lived in one house, and the store was in another location. And he had to drive very far, right? So at some point, that store, where the location of the store was, it also had a house.
Can you just open it, or are you like waving it around?
It also had a house, right?
Yeah.
It also had a house. So at one point, you know, he figured, well, I'm driving all the way to the store. It's such a long drive. So I'm just going to rent the house. Yeah. So he rented the house, and they moved there. Everyone. My grandma, my grandpa, my mom. My mom was there. My aunts and everyone. And then... about 3 days later, you know, they're still unpacking stuff and whatnot. About 3 days later, there's my grandma. She sees a light on the window, like a light, like a flashlight, right? No shit. And then my grandma is like, someone's outside. So she goes and she looks over the window, and she says that she sees a silhouette of a woman, and she knew it was a woman because he had like long hair, kind of like mine.
It was you.
It was
like, you were in the Kuzco suit.
It was me. I'm sorry, Grandma. Yeah. But she said she saw something, right? Yeah. And so she went and she told my grandpa, and my grandpa was like, "Well, let me go check." And my grandpa had a pistol, so he grabbed his pistol and he goes out, and they go and he looks outside, and they see nobody. It's completely empty. There's absolutely no one, and then it's like, there's no one. Mm-hmm. And then my grandma was like, forget this, we're leaving. This place is haunted. By the morning, when my mom and my aunts woke up, they saw my grandma had packed on like almost everything. Oh, and they're like, what happened? Is like, we're leaving, this house is haunted. And they left. But background story, because you might be wondering, like, why did they rent the place and not move there in the first place? Yeah. Another family lived there. Their daughter died. And they did the whenever they do the service for someone who passed away, they did it at the house. The viewing. Yeah. So they think that perhaps the woman that my grandma saw was the girl that passed away, because she died in a car accident. Yeah. If the background story wasn't there, then I'd be like, that's a bit extreme to leave the house. Yeah. Well, no, my grandma was like, see, my grandma, just to show on the side, my grandma had a lot of little supernatural events. So whenever she had something, she was like, I'm done. And we're leaving. She's like, I ain't playing no games. They left various homes because of little events like that. Jeez. They were like, this is place, I'm out. It's kind of hard because, you know, in almost every house that isn't brand new, there's going to be someone. There's a story. Dies. Yeah. There's a story. Or you say it in a nicer way. But yeah, somebody fucking died in your house. And if not, give me the knife. Yeah, and you know, whenever the door like opens up, it's not the AC pushing it open; it's a ghost. Not. Yeah, and the voices. Yeah, they're not coming from outside. They're not coming from. Interesting thing about voices. Maybe they told us this in school just to to combat our being scared of the night. But I remember or I don't know what the hell, but this is what thing a teacher told us. They're like, hey, when you speak, like right now, your voices get stuck in the walls, and at night when the temperature goes down, it releases the voice. So they were like, if you're ever like near the school and you hear voices, your earring fell off, and you hear voices. Oh, I'm about to start getting. Anyways, I'm gonna take it off. Yeah. And if you hear voices, it's your own voices that were trapped. So at first I was like, maybe they're telling us that so that if we ever hear something, we're like, oh, it's our voices. But then I'm like, wait a minute, what if they're doing something in the school? Oh. And they're like, let's train these kids to not report anything. Yeah, please ignore the screaming children. It's just you guys. All the screaming y'all did. Yeah. No, don't try to like make everybody feel better. No, like it's a ghost. Run. It's a ghost. Just take off. Yeah. Do what my grandma did. Pack your things and get out. Yeah, and that leads perfectly into my final story. Ooh, go ahead. So this one's for all the pet owners out there. Ooh, you know? I have one for the pet owners. You have one too? Yes. Oh, we're saying is Pacha and whatever my name is. I forgot. Kuzco. So this is actually a very popular one. So everybody probably
might have heard it already.
Okay.
So, all right, for my pet lovers, I'm sorry. You guys can hate me all you want, but the story's good. All right. So, don't forget it's an urban legend. So, it could be real. It could not,
Probably is.
Yeah, it most likely is. And it could happen to you. I hope not, because it's very, very graphic, Not okay. So let me get to it. All right. So this story revolves around a young woman who, I think she had just moved in somewhere. It was her first night alone. Okay. So she was awoken at night to an ominous dripping noise coming from her bathroom.
That's my story. That's my fifth story. Right. Okay, keep going. I think that's the same story. No. Okay, go.
So she was too scared to investigate. That she just she put the covers over her head, and and then she put her hand down to try to feel her dog, and then
okay. It is the same story.
Yeah. And then the dog.
I'm just gonna get drunk.
Then the dog licked her hand to reaffirm her, to relax, and then in the morning, she wakes up and then she decides to go investigate, and she finds her dog mutilated, killed, and what she heard was the blood dripping. And then when she went back into her room, there was a message on the wall saying humans can lick too. Ooh. Yeah. No, that one was freaking dark as hell.
I heard that when I was 8 or 9, and I have not forgotten that story because I'm mine was a little bit different.
Yeah.
So it was not a woman. It was the same story basically, but it was a boy.
Oh yeah.
And the idea was that every year, the parents of the boy and other people in that community would have an anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
And so the boy was around 8, 9 years old. And so they were like, oh, he can be home alone now. It's all right. We don't have to drop him off anywhere. So they left him home alone. It's like, you're just going to go watch a movie, eat, and go home. And the boy had his dog. So they were like, he has his dog. He's safe. This was the pet owner part.
Yeah.
And then same thing happened. He started to hear the dripping noise. And, he would put his hand down and he would feel, his dog, and he'll get licked, and he's like, I have my best buddy with me, I'm protected.
It's comfort.
But then the dripping kept going, but louder every time. So as the night progressed, it just got louder and louder, and so he got freaked out, and he was like, what, I need to go check. So it wasn't until the morning, in this story, it was in the middle of the night before his parents got home. So he walks over, goes to the kitchen, goes to the bathroom, sees the sink, and the sink is completely fine, but he can hear it behind the bathtub. Oof. So when he removes the curtain, he sees his dog, the same thing, that was the dripping. And so basically, we had the same story. Okay, but
yeah. No, so I growing up, I was a senior kid, So growing up, I loved the show Supernatural, and they actually had something like that.
They did.
Yeah. So it was the family moves into the house, and the kid, he's getting his, he feels his hand being licked, but then at that moment, the dog walks in, and then you just see you just see the closet close shut. And then it's old as hell, so it's not a spoiler, it's whatever. So, then later on you find out that there was people living in the wall. This one had nothing to do with ghosts.
Oh, so it was an actual person.
Yeah.
A weirdo.
It was early in the season, before it got into ghosts and everything. They were actually humans.
I must have seen it then, because I saw the first few seasons.
Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, no, that story is just... Ugh.
It's a story that if you remember when you're going to sleep, you're like...
Yeah.
Especially like you said, if you have pets.
Yeah. And if you your hand accidentally hangs off the bed, you just nope.
And then he gets licked.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't even have pets. What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, Danny, it's time to redeem yourself.
I'm gonna redeem myself.
Oh, I mean, assuming you can beat me.
All right, well, let's do it.
All right, so
I'm gonna redeem myself.
Get ready for today's version of Family Feud.
You want to explain the type of Family Feud?
All right, so in the realm of supernatural horror movies and everything, we were all let's have our own little trivia game to see if you can figure out basically what horror monster it is, basically.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be really easy. We have a simple description. You have two options, and whoever gets
one is right, one is wrong.
Yeah. And whoever gets the most right wins. Whoever loses gets a punishment, and the winner gets a prize next week.
All right. So who begins?
Well, I started the thing, so it's your turn. You can ask me a question first.
Let me look at my notes.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Oh, that's not the right notes. Okay. So there's a lady
Yeah.
who's in the attic,
Mm-hmm.
and the villain, and the answer to this question, he kills her by stabbing her in the eye. Was that Michael Myers or Chucky?
Woman in the attic. Damn, it sucks because it does have to be super vague. We'll go with, what were the options?
It's Michael Myers or Chucky.
Damn it, you give me a super vague one. I'm gonna go with Mike Myers.
It was Chucky.
Damn it.
The Curse of Chucky.
Damn it. Okay, so mine were more descriptive of the character, not what exactly what they did. Cause it's like,
okay.
There's like a million movies of these dudes.
Yeah, there are tons of deaths.
I
think Google has now like worried about me because they're like, this guy's looking up deaths on YouTube. What's up with that?
Okay, so mine are a lot easier. So you're gonna hopefully I don't lose. So all right, so my first one is like he's 6'7".
Oh, that's what you did.
Yes.
Oh, see.
All right, he has 128 kills on his belt.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, he's a big hitter. You know, and he has 11 movies. So obviously it has to be between Jason and Mike Myers.
Jason.
No, you're wrong.
It's Michael Myers.
Mike Myers.
He has 11 movies?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's including the new one that's coming out.
Okay.
Halloween. Yeah, which I'm excited about.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a funny joke today that was like, because, you know, he's trying to kill, like, I forget what's her name in real life.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever, you know, because he's trying to kill her. And they're all like, but at this point, Age is going to kill her before he does.
It's possible.
Yeah. All right. So
how many movies Jason has?
I have no
Probably
clue.
has more, no?
I didn't even bother looking
I
up.
just know he has a lot.
I know that they have Jason in space.
They have Jason in space
Well,
now?
I think it's like in the future. I think it's in the future. I know that they have Jason in hell. Yeah, then you have your Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, the Freddy. But I think he had a lot of movies.
Yeah.
When you say 11, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, well, both of them have a lot.
All right, so here we go again. Then, yeah, they did. Okay, so again, this is we're playing a different game here.
Yeah, mine's like on expert level. Yours is like barely on medium.
Okay, hold on. Well, okay, there's also a lady.
All right.
And she's trying to escape, and so to escape, she goes through a little doggy door, and the doggy door is in part of a garage door, the automatic ones.
And then it goes up.
And then it goes up, and she gets like twisted and stuff. Was it Jigsaw or Ghostface?
It's Ghostface.
It was Ghostface.
I know that one.
Yeah, you know that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like those movies. Those movies have good stories.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, question number 2. This one I only have 2 things because it should be easy enough. All right. It's named like the name of the character is named after real murderers.
Okay.
All right. And they want to become human.
Okay.
Okay. So it could only be between Chucky and Annabelle.
What was the first one?
It's named after a real murder or murderers.
And he's trying to become human. You said he?
No.
No, they're trying to become human.
Yeah.
Was Annabelle trying to become human? I don't even remember. I'm just gonna go with Chucky.
Yeah. Do you know what he was named after? Do you know Chucky's actual name, like in the movie?
Okay.
So his name is Chucky Lee Ray.
Chucky Lee Ray.
Yeah. So this go over his like it's like trivia stuff. So he's named after Charles Manson. So Chucky. Then it's Harvey Lee Oswald who killed Kennedy, and then James Earl Ray. So for Chucky Lee Ray, and he's the one who killed MLK. Damn. Yeah. So that's
there's some backstory.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that story, to be honest.
All right, let's go. Is this your last one?
It's the last one. Damn it. Okay. So, we think of villains, but there are all sorts of villains. They don't have to be human. Right? They could also be part of the animal kingdom. So, you have a person who is giving a very, very motivational speech. You know, how they're going to survive and overcome their challenges. And then there's like some water behind them.
Was this the Ferrari guy?
Who's the Ferrari?
The motivational speaker.
No. No. And there's some water behind them, and out of that water, this animal comes out, grabs them, and takes them off for a snack.
For a snack.
Was it a shark or a crocodile?
I don't remember any of the fucking Jaw movies. I'm gonna go with Crocodile.
There's a shark.
Fuck!
Is the Deep Blue Sea movie. It was actually the guy that comes in, the motherfucker guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was him.
Oh,
he was given like how they're gonna escape.
I mean, like French fries, motherfucker.
And this was like a smart shark, motherfucker.
That's a good one. Okay, so my final one. God damn it, we should have thought of a tiebreaker. Hopefully you get this one wrong.
Hopefully I get it right.
Yeah. So this one's also a really tight, close one because I got some that were like super close on the margin.
Okay.
Okay. So it's only active every 23 years. All right. Supernatural and gets a beat by young people. So it can only be between Pennywise and Jeepers Creepers. Because, you know.
That's Jeepers Creepers.
Is Jeepers Creepers?
Well, I remember he's 23 for sure. I don't know about Pennywise.
Pennywise is also in the 20s.
Well, I'm gonna go with Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah,
though.
you got it right. God damn it!
I don't know what year was Pennywise, but I know Jeepers Creepers was 23.
Pennywise is 27.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. See, if you want to know more about Pennywise, it would have probably been a tougher one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Jeepers Creepers. I was also thinking of describing a Jeepers Creepers kill.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, it's gonna be too easy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to win because I have a nice punishment for you.
Go.
So let me pull this out. Oh, the computer has to see my face too. Oh, it recognized me even though I'm Kuzco. That's pretty dope. All right.
Yeah,
so
you kind of look like Kuzco without the.
the disrespect right here.
Yeah, no, sorry. Okay, so what's my punishment?
All right, Oscar. So I was motivated by the punishment you gave me last week. So for those who didn't tune in last week, he made me read Megan Thee Stallion's part of the WAP song, and
you love that song.
I now I can't go to sleep thinking about it now. But
that's a good thing.
But I was inspired by that, and I thought, well, I can use what he did, and I can do this Halloween scary stuff theme. And I thought, why don't I have you play an act of a villain? So recreate that scene.
Oh, okay.
It's a very short scene, but you're going to like it. So are you ready? I'm going to play it.
I'm a really good actor.
There you go.
I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I dig it.
That's it?
That's it. That's one. I have two.
Okay. Do I get to pick which one I want?
Well, if you want to do both, I'll let you do both. But if you don't want to do both, then we just do one.
Okay. So I got.
You want me to play it again? Do you remember it?
It says, I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I did it. Yeah. I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I did it. I told you, freaking stellar actor. Man.
You did so good. I want you to do the second one. The second one's easier, I think.
Right.
I'm not ashamed to be a killer. It's not an addiction. It is a choice.
It is not a what?
It's
not condition.
It's not a choice. It is not.
I'm not ashamed to be a killer. It's not an addiction. It is a choice.
I am not ashamed of being the killer.
It's not an addiction.
It's not an addiction.
It's a choice.
God damn it. It's not an addiction. It's a choice. Damn. I should get an Oscar for that.
You should get a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
Follow the silent artist. He's now part of art and not art, theater. Yeah. I'm drunk. It's just 1 beer and a half.
Yeah, no, that wasn't bad. But you thought I'd be more embarrassed.
No. You know, I'm a good person.
Yeah,
I should be meaner.
Yeah,
you think I should be meaner?
Just a tad bit more. Is that Halloween one?
Oh well, I didn't know. Okay.
You're gonna be villainous.
I'm setting up the standards. I'll be meaner next time, I suppose.
All right. Well, assuming you win next time,
I'll make you read the WAP song with Chucky's voice.
Oh Jesus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's episode. You had a good time?
I had a good time. Do you have a good time? Do you guys had a good time? Did y'all enjoy the stories? Is there a story you guys would like us to read about somewhere?
Yeah.
Put it in
or
the comments.
Tell us about your favorite urban legend,
Yeah.
in the comments. Yeah. Well, we hope you had a great time. We had a great time. We are the Unqualified Gurus, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
I can finally take this off. Dude, I forgot you put something in it.
Oh, yeah.
Ow. It is me again.